Hey, this is Dan, and we'll be working on the T7 again today. So on the T7s, everyone knows that this is one of the ugliest things that's out there. So one of the first things I did for the bike was to get the Altrider tail tighty, and that's going to take all of that stuff off on the back. It comes with a pretty simple bracket with a structural support piece for the rear taillight, some hardware. The install is pretty simple. But there's just about 1,300 steps that you got to go through to get it. So if this is something you're interested in to make the back of your T7 look like a normal motorcycle, stick around for the video. So the first things that we have to do is to take off the plastics around, and that's going to start with taking off these accessory bolts. And then these pieces. So these take a T40 and these take a T30, and we'll take them off and get right back to it. So of course I already took the seat off. You know, that's the first step in really getting to everything, because the whole back end of the motorcycle has to come apart. Okay, so we had a T30 here, and then the two T40s on this side. And then there is a T27 there, and a T27 plastic rivet that's just like that. And then this piece has got three clips, and then 4 rubber grommet areas here, here, here. And you have to pull that side piece off to get to the rest of the plastic. So to get to these other T30, and then this one, to be able to get the back of this off. Okay, so it turns out you don't need to take this piece off on the 2025s. So you don't need to deal with this piece. Everything else kind of pushes in around it. You do have to take off these 2 T30s. And then all you have to do is take this tail piece and slide it back, and it comes right off. So there is a little catch piece right there. And that is a piece of rubber that holds it tight, and we're going to need to reuse that, so just be careful with it. So from here, we're going to take these acorn nuts off. These are 10 millimeter. And then there are 4 bolts underneath that we're going to take off, and that should help release this rear piece. The one thing that we have to do before that, though, is we have to cut a couple of these zip ties that hold the taillight and the turn signal pieces, and that all has to come off. Okay, there are 4 10 millimeter bolts that go under there, and once you get them done, you have to pull the wiring harness apart. So there's a little retaining piece there, and then you have 4 separate clips. They're color coded for each special plug, so you don't have to worry about getting anything confused. And then once you're done, the whole tail section comes right out, and then we'll start to disassemble this tail section. So there is a zip tie right here that you have to cut to be able to remove the tail light. And then once you do that, this just slides right out. So we're going to reuse that piece. Then we just need to start taking this apart so that we can get to the turn signals and get the license plate bracket taken off. All right, once you get these bolts done, just pull this harness from around here, and we're just going to slide our wires, and then we'll just pull them individually down through. And then we got a couple more zip ties to cut, and then we can start taking apart this piece to get our turn signals off. Once you get the zip ties cut, flip it over. There are 3 more T30s. Then we got 2 10 millimeters we got to take off next. All right, once you get that off, you can pull this center piece off, and then that's going to give us access to the reverse light and the clips to take the turn signals off. So we got to cut a couple more zip ties to make that happen. And to keep from cutting these, you can just simply flip it over You can see where I already cut through, so we'll just go ahead and pull those through and get the rest of this stuff out. All right, so we got the license plate light out, and then we also took out the rubber grommets and the steel spacers because those will get reinstalled. The last step that we have is to get this bracket out, which holds the rear taillight, and it's just held on by again, T30 screws. All right, so now we're going to start the process of reassembling this bracket. So this is the bracket that came off the factory setup. So we're going to replace these bushings with the factory ones, and we're going to remember to slide this rubber piece off because that's the piece that gets your plastics. Then we're going to grab our taillight, and this goes into the motorcycle. So we're going to feed that cable straight through like that and just put that back on like that. And then we're going to reassemble it with the hardware, which are the black washers and acorn nuts, which are the 10 millimeters. All right, we got the acorn nuts installed, and these get torqued down to 9 Newton meters. All right, we're going to go ahead and slide this back on the bike. So that's going to slide right in, and you can see where the harness just gets tucked right back down along the frame rail, and will plug right into there. So this is one of the things that this Altrider kit is better for, because it uses this piece to kind of sandwich the taillight against here, because that was a weak point on earlier designs. All right, so the next step is to get the tail tidy ready for assembly. And so we're reusing our factory turn signals. And so Altrider includes a spacer to make sure that the spacing between this and the bodywork is the same. So basically you take this spacer, they're both the same on each side, and you just work it around the rubber here and get it into that slot. And you can see once it's on, it creates just enough space so that this locks in like it's supposed to. And then we're just going to feed in. So this is the black end, and that's going to be our left-hand turn signal. So we're going to feed it into that space. We're going to push our locking tabs in and just kind of work that through so that it comes out on the other side. There you can see that. And then we're going to take the locking clip that came from on our factory side, and that just pushes down into that plastic, into the rubber, so you have a nice tight fit. And we're going to do the same for the other side. We got both those sides in, and the locking clips are in. The next step is to put on the reverse light, or the license plate light. And we took off those rubber grommets that were in. So we're going to take them and put them right back, and then install the license plate light. So they again will collapse and go right into where you use the end of an Allen wrench to help you kind of get them seated. All right, so we're going to take our pins and push them in from the back. And we're going to feed our light connector through the center. All right, and we'll tighten those down. All right, so these get torqued to 6 Newton meters, and then you can see right here, there's some spacing, some little cutouts, and those are for a zip tie. So we're gonna zip tie all these wires up into that space. All right, it's gotten dark on me, but that's how nice it looks now. So this just goes back on with the 5 T30 bolts. The bolts under here, those are just the same bolts that we took out. They get torqued down to 10 Newton meters, and then it really is just putting the plastics back on. So The install was easy. It just took forever to get done. So I think what I'll do is we'll wait till tomorrow when it's light again, and I'll show you when everything looks back together. All right, as promised, it is the next day, and you can see the Altrider tail tidy really makes the back of this bike look much better. So I did a few other things. I have the Ténéré factory rally seat, which gives quite a bit more extra seat than the stock seat. I, of course, am 6'9", so I can take the extra seat. I know a lot of people are trying to get lower on these bikes because they do sit up tall, but I actually prefer to have more because I can easily sit flat-footed even on the rally seat. Now, I also got this nice CNC. This is a Chinese company, and this is a non-structural part. It's just something to hold a tail bag, and I didn't have any problems with it. I think it looks really good, and it's a fraction of the price. I know there's some controversy over buying the Chinese parts, but for this particular install, it was half the cost of some of the other stuff, and it's really well made. I mean, it's 1/4-inch aluminum, and I had no problem. Everything fit just like it's supposed to. So I'm pretty happy with how that's set up. I also got their foot pad extension as well. Again, something that's not structural. I know that there's a ton of comments out there about nice CNC stuff, and a lot of people have put them on their bikes. I just chose to use this method. So I hope you guys got something from the video. I know that on the 2025 Ténéré model, which is the model that I have, this is the only piece that needs to come off. You do not need to take this front cover off. That's in contrast to Altrider's video because they're doing it on a 2024 model. But the install was super simple. It just was a lot of screws to take out, a lot of parts to remember, and just some pro tip is just pay attention to how things come off because you will reuse a lot of the factory hardware. But otherwise, super happy with the kit and no issues at all. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys got something from the video, and we'll see you on the next one.